is the single buggies. But as I go back to talk about what Dave and I often mention at these races, that more times than not, the best race of the night are the modified karts. And for the fans back at home that are watching this, you can see on the left side of the screen that's the lineup for the mod karts. Top speed over 90, probably 93, 4 miles an hour. 450cc racing quad motors, shifter kart, basically. But that's coming up right after our next race with limited buggy and the 1600 desert buggy class. Carson Smith, Shane Prescott, Travis Howard, Matt Simoti, Sean Jones, all in the limiteds. And then Kevin Streety's out there in the 1600 desert car. But that's a great indication as you look at the picture on your screen for all fans back at home. That gives you an idea of where the sun is at right now as it is setting. And it's a beautiful sight. There's nothing more gorgeous than the desert mountains at the sunrise and the sunset. Let's see, Vince Moreno wants to know, what do the old guys win besides a trophy? How about any cash? Well, there is some cash. It all depends on where you finish as to the amount that you take home. But I think more about it in this series, it's the fact that you race with your friends and you beat on each other like crazy during the race, but when you get back into the pits, you crack open a Miller Lite and hang out with your best friends that you were just beating on. So, yeah. If you're thinking these guys make money at this, I wouldn't bet on that. No, not too much. So it looks like Carson Smith and Shane Prescott will be starting the front row. Travis Howard, Matt Simoti. Row 2, and Sean Jones and Kevin Streety will start on the back row. There's a camera angle from behind the right side of one of the drivers. I'm not exactly sure who that might be. That would be on the right side of the race car, right behind the helmet. There's a really good indication of what they have to battle through, the sun and the angle that the sun is at. So I'm being told by Mr. Producer it's Travis Howard that's running the in-car camera. Keep an eye on that. Travis Howard right now starting, I believe, second row inside. Coming out of the final corner. Getting ready to take the green flag, and there it is, we're underway. So Travis Howard running in that 318, the red, white, blue car. He's running the in-car camera for all the fans back at home. Whoa, one of our cars starting to go around. Oh, that's Travis Howard. That was Travis Howard running the in-car camera. Got loose coming out of the corner, tried to save it, went into a drift, overcorrected, and went around the other way. In fact, what helped him is that he was in the mid-turn when he hit the jump and did not help himself at all right there. But here's the thing, this is where that competition yellow comes in. He can just cruise a course a little bit, maybe take over a car or two if he's able to, but he's not out of the race. He's got that competition yellow to fall back on a little bit and try to come back in the second half. Damn, dude, those things are thick. Woo! just being kicked up. Boy, talk about big time separation early on. Okay, I want to know what everybody's screaming about. As I'm looking around, I'm missing something.
Yeah. Didn't you hear they're handing out free margaritas down there?
Ouch.
Well, see Kevin Streety goes by the 1601, that Lothringer machine there. It's great to see him out always. Such a great guy.
Just him and a couple of buddies.
Yeah, just having fun.
Yeah.
Hanging out. Well, they're with the Bristers. They all hang out.
There's a race someplace, so they're there.
Yeah, it's just like
Parkway in the back.
Hanging out with the family.
Samodi got a little squirrely there a moment ago.
Well, Samodi got a little company coming up here too. Look at this. 328 of Prescott. Then you got 319 Carson Smith once again in the mix. Smith though has been so consistent, taking the event. Carson Smith and Prescott always on there. They're like the Podium brothers there. Scott, it's actually really nice out down there. Man, these fans are in treat for a nice evening as this racing just keeps on going. Incredible battles throughout the night. Good little shot there, but that bar's in the way.
Yeah, camera position.
We got to rethink that one.
So that was you.
That was you who smelled, or she smelled it, and that's why she went to go get it.
Here, I thought it was you that smelled good. No, thank you. So Carson Smith right now has the fastest lap of the race, the 55.53, with Samodi and Prescott right behind.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Two cars up on their side.
They're the leaders. Samodi and Prescott are the two cars involved.
And look at them, they're mirrored images on their side.
Not exactly sure what happened. It looks like they both went way to the outside of the course, and then you can see right at the end of the K-rail, and that looked like it helped them over a little bit. You see the Great American Short Course safety workers are, gosh, they were there within probably 5-6 seconds.
Yeah, he literally flew out of the car.
So full course yellow. We'll be coming out on lap, let's see. Where are we at? Barely 5 laps.
5 laps.
Yeah, 5 laps remaining.
We were halfway through this one until that happened.
No, again, these cars aren't that big. They're not that heavy. So as long as everything's okay.
Yeah,
it looked like, I mean,
they're pretty resilient.
3-4 guys can muscle these things over up onto the 4 wheels. I'm getting a thumbs up from one of the race officials saying that both drivers are okay. It looks like one's
ready, and they're going to get the other one up over. They got the strap there.
Is that the driver out of the car, though? In the front?
No, that's one of our safety crew in the fire suits.
In a black fire suit?
Yeah, black and yellow. And their impact.
Oh, they're using the safety truck to roll it over because they have to roll it over up an embankment, kind of. Yep. So I'm not sure if it's even possible, but I wonder if we could get a replay of this. So both cars are now back up on their wheels. Now, as long as okay, for the fans back at home, here's what took place in the back section between our two leaders.
Oh, wow.
So there's a big separation.
Did you see that? Just, took a right turn real quick. I'm not sure if he got his wheel, just got caught on the inside by the earth bar.
Oh, he got squirrely off the one of the jump.
Yeah,
he got squirrely off the jump.
Yeah, but he hit it and caused that tire to hit that earth bar, which just caused the pressure.
But it started when he's all by himself.
Yeah.
And
when he had the contact, that even accelerated him into it.
So you know what?
Watch, here we go. Here it is, right here. Watch
here it is again. Yeah. Hits the first jump. Okay. Second jump.
Coming up on it. Wait for it.
So that's an in-car angle. So looks like they're both. Are they both underway?
Well, yeah, it looks like it. You know where they can find new parts if they break those cars? Off-Road Warehouse. They have all these nice race pads you can put in there.
Yeah, they handle race parts now.
Yep. I just at the Corona location, and wow, that thing is awesome. And look at that. Everybody's like stoked to see Smith and Schmody back up. Or I'm sorry, Schmody and Prescott. Carson Smith, though, is the actual leader now.
I tell you that Margarita gal, she's not.
She's not sharing.
No, she's not letting up either.
No, she's not. Now you see the lights that are flashing up on top of the UTV there. Those are the Almantra lights that when those go off, that's when we'll see the pace truck or pace vehicle pull off. We'll see that in the larger classes with the truck as well as the UTV.
Is that Gary out there? Is he still driving that thing?
I think so.
He's got more laps around off-road tracks in the West Coast than anybody.
And you know what? Someone came up to me and told me I had the most podiums out of anybody. I never thought of it that way.
Oh, God. I hope you don't hurt your back now.
It's hard to carry this head around. But think about it.
You're a legend in your own mind.
Who's been consistently more on the podium than anybody? Well, just like Gary's getting more laps than anybody. We talk about podiums, though, Gary, and championships, flat tracker.
Oh, yeah. He's afraid he's won
50 over, 60 over, 70 over.
Yeah, and he's afraid now that they're going to drop him down. He won the championship again this year, and now he's afraid they're going to make him drop him down into the 40-year-old class.
Because it's so fast.
Yeah. It only took 2006, 22. Only took 16 years to get an autographed picture out of him. Yeah, I've been bugging him for 16 years.
Awesome. He's a legend now.
So be 4 laps remaining this time by as these guys, actually no, there'll be, 3 laps this time by. I'm telling you, man, we talk about all the time about the mod carts. I'm really getting anxious for those kids to come out here. I think the sun will be down behind the horizon, so there won't be an issue. Oop, we got somebody slowing out there, white car. Is that Jones?
Travis Jones. No, it's not. There's Jones. That would be.
Carson Smith, Travis Howard, Samodi, Prescott, Sean Jones.
Sean Jones, you're right. You called it right. Sean. They got a little jumbled up. Keep on forgetting about that.
Yeah, they really gapped out again.
Yep.
There's a lot going on inside that car, though, when you think about it. The shifting, the clutching, your mud muncher, your butt for the radio, tapping your helmet and rubbing your tummy. So it should be 2 laps remaining this time by. limited buggy 1600 desert car race.
It's Carson Smith out front with Travis Howard, Sean Jones, and then in the desert car it's going to be Kevin Streety. So that's what it looks like. It's going to be the podium if it stays the way it is. But you know what? White flag will be coming out this next time around. We'll see if it's going to stay.
Then coming up will be Ashton Williams, Talon Martin, Dane Culver, Cade Martin, Brody Martin, Argeros, Ryan Denny, Drake Patetti, Haley Berry, John Walsh, Travis Jones, Maverick Openshaw. Those are some of the names coming up next in the mod carts. And do we have like EMTs on the ready? Because I can't help that she's like going to blow a blood vessel or something down there.
I thought you were worried about your blood pressure from her.
No.
She's going to make your head explode.
There it is, white flag, one more time around for Carson Smith.
And I love seeing that drone just chasing him right now.
Yeah.
There it is, there's that drone chasing him.
I've told you I like to chase our horses with mine. One doesn't get it, so he just stops, turns around, stares at me. And I'd literally be like 3 feet from his eyes, staring right at him.
That's one big horsefly.
Yeah. He's like, just looks at it, and I go, a couple of them to do this. And he doesn't budge. Kind of like burp at him, you know? So really this has been outside of the top 2 cars getting in at the midway point, getting into a little incident. This has been kind of a runaway for Carson Smith. That happens once in a while. You find that right combination, whether it's the tire pressures, tire grooving, shock valving, combination of everything. But there's a checkered flag, so Carson Smith will take the win. Travis Howard will finish second. And coming around for that 3rd spot, rounding out the podium, should be Sean Jones, who incidentally was, oh no, I'm sorry, that's Shane Prescott?
Carson Smith. Travis Jones, Sean Jones. Or Travis Howard, Sean
But it
Jones.
had Prescott crossing, lit up crossing in 3rd. Yeah, that says it too.
Smith, Howard, Jones. That's right.
Sounds like a singing group from the 70s.
It does actually.
Seals and Crofts.
Carson Smith, Travis Howard, and Sean Jones.
There's an aerial shot looking straight down at part of the grandstands. Oh, I didn't realize there's solar panels on the roof of this thing. Get your ass down there, man. What the hell? Don't matter. The quicker you're down there, the quicker they're out, quicker you talk, quicker you get back up here, quicker you keep going to the next race. I want to see those mod carts, man. So Dave's going down trackside one more time to talk to our top 3 finishers in the limited buggy and the 1600 desert car. So there'll be 4 interviews. Hey, don't forget, we've got a couple of food trucks behind us, as well as I'm getting a big whiff of kettle corn. Big whiff. So if you're, there's no reason to be thirsty, no reason to be hungry. We got all kinds of stuff behind the grandstands right now. So if you'd like to take a moment while we do these interviews and a little bit of track prep, and coming up for our next race, which will be the mod carts. A very, very stout, talented field of mod carts coming out here in just a moment. Some great shots of our drivers as they get out of the outside their cars. So kind of got a couple of fans checking in. Brian Jenkins, or Jerkins, says kids are doing great. Enjoy and be safe. Carla Galvin Williams says, do you know Mayan? He races Pro 2s. It'd be Mayan Spaccarelli. And then another, let's see, Dirty Plum is checked in from YouTube. He goes, man, anytime you can have a beer, get some dirt in your teeth, and listen to Dave is a good night. And yeah. So we got Dave once again trackside. Get him up on the stage, Dave. We're waiting for you. Come on, old man.
All right, here we go. Shane Prescott here, Travis Howard, and of course Carson Smith. Yes. Well, we're going to start off here, and looks like we got Shane Prescott up here. $100 for you from K&N on that one. And let's talk about this race. A little nuts going on out there. Our leaders early on, you know, and everybody up and over.
Yeah, it was a crazy race, you know. I don't know if anybody saw it, but there was a pretty gnarly wreck in the back, and I didn't even know if I was going to be able to continue, let alone finish the season, you know what I mean? It was a pretty crazy wreck. I didn't know what kind of damage we were looking at, but they pulled us back over, and they said I had a front flat, and decided to continue on and ended up on the box.
There ain't nothing wrong with that because you're on the box and you made it here. And you guys look like you were mirrored side by side how that happened. It was a little crazy, but I know you got some people to thank for this.
Yeah, definitely. I got Shafts Landscaping. They're my main support. They help me out every season, and it's a pleasure working with them. Competitive Edge Industries, McDowell Performance, K&N, General Tire, and Great American Short Course. Thank you.
There you go. Give it up for Shane Prescott, everybody. Going to move on over here. And first of all, for Travis Howard, a $100 gift card from K&N. And Sophisticated Event Planning, $60 from them. Not too shabby on that. So let's talk about this race out here because a lot of the carnage going on, positions crazy, restarts, competition, cautions, green, white, checkered, and a podium for you. Did I sum it up?
Yeah, that was insane. Right, first lap, I spun out in the back after turn 2, and you know that really takes the wind out of your sails. And I'm like, you know, I've come back from worse, and then I come around and I see these guys tangled up. I didn't get to see it happen, but man, I honestly thought about stopping my car and jumping out and running over there. I'm like, we got all the guys here to take care of it, all our rescue crew. Thank God these guys are all right, because nobody wants to win or anything for a loss. We're here for each other. We all support one another, and it really shows because there's a lot of love. So, yeah, it's just crazy. It was a crazy race right from the get-go for me, and I'm just so stoked to come back and get on the second box now. Hey, I made it. I went from 3 to 2. Sooner or later, I'm going to get Carson's chocolate milk.
And you did point out to Shane that he's on the other side, I noticed.
Yeah, finally. That's only once, so I'll take it. Yeah, I got to thank the Knott family first and foremost for giving me such a great opportunity to be out here. General Tire, King Shocks, Meehan Motorsports for putting together a stud of a motor for me. Sophisticated Events, B&R Buggy, man, Joey busts his ass for me. He does everything he can to make sure I'm up here, and I can't thank that guy enough. He, after the rollover at here last time, he was here late at night working on my car to make sure I made it out there. Checkers Off-Road, my brothers that are here in the crowd, my mom, Michelle, Mikey Childress and Little Childress, spotting for me and encouraging me all the time to do better. Who else? E-Power Steering. I know I'm going to forget somebody along the way, but I'm just so pumped to be up here, and I really couldn't do it without everybody. I really couldn't. And thank you, Lee, Poppy, Gas, all our volunteers, everybody that's out here. You guys are the shit.
Travis Howard, everybody, second place. But the man of the hour, pulling off the wow factor here, $100 gift card. Dude, Carson, how did you pull this one off here? Because it was just mayhem craziness.
Yeah, I was just sitting back kind of watching it the whole time. The sun wasn't in our favor, really. I couldn't really see that well the whole time. Saw them getting a little squirrely, and I hate to see it happen, but I saw them get up in the K-rail. But yeah, I'm glad everyone's okay, so yeah.
Well, the thing is, too, is the way they came back and charged. I bet that was in your mind when you saw them get going again. And that restart, you're like, ah, crap, here they come.
Yeah, I heard over my spotter that he's back in the race. I was like, oh, great, here we go. So yeah, it was a fun time holding everyone off.
You're like, you ain't taking my chocolate milk. I know you got some people to thank for this today for sure.
Yeah, I want to thank my mom, my dad. I want to say happy birthday to my dad. It's his birthday today. Everyone that came out to help out. AIC, DSP, Orange Electrical, Gordon Feed, Branson's Resort, General Tire, and yeah, everyone else that helps me out.
Carson Smith, everybody on top of the box here, but give it up for Shane Prescott one more time. Travis Howard. And Carson Smith standing tall on top of the box here for the limited buggies. Well, as they move it on here, we're going to bring up my good friend Kevin Streety here in the Desert Buggy. Always having a good time there for sure. It is great. I don't think Kevin's missed a race in I can't tell you how many years. My gosh, if he's not here, it's like it's not a short course race. Kevin, get you on top of the box here, and I'll make you not feel lonely. I'll come over here and stand in second. So, always fun racing with these guys. I know, you wish you had your old compadres here, but fun racing because you were in the mix with the limited buggies.
Yeah, it was a fun race. The sun was pretty brutal on the first few laps, and then after that, it got real good. I was running a little slow, so I just let everybody go. Wasn't really feeling it today.
You're like, where the ruts go when you get in that sun because you can't see the shadows and where the jumps.
Hand up in front of my eyes so I could see, and it got to the point where you couldn't.
You don't want to go with a tinted shield because if the sun goes down, then it gets dark.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked.
Well, I know you got some people to thank. I know you and your good friends and, of course, your race family here.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Kent Lothringer for spotting for me and everybody at the Gas Series for putting on a great race. Even at night, it was still fun. So it cooled down enough to where it made it worthwhile.
Yeah, you can't order this. This is nice up here.
Nice. So I like this.
Well, Kevin, dude, always good to see you, buddy. Kevin Streety up there one more time. It's always great to see him and all the crew. Well, also I want to throw a good shout out to a good friend of mine, Louis Tozier Design, that makes all these beautiful trophies. A local artist down in Riverside there that does a lot of stuff for the community and helps us out with the trophies. So I wanted to give him a big shout out there. And he does beautiful work. He looks for custom furniture or something for your office or a good piece of statement art. Louis Tozier Designs. That's the place you want to go. Back to you, Scott.
Thanks a lot, Dave. And I want to take a moment to get everybody's attention, including you, Dave. So if I can get everybody's attention, please. If you're any kind of an off-road race fan of any kind, desert, short course, or even stadium, you're going to recognize this name. And he hates it when I do this. He hates it more than anything. But in the lower right-hand side of the grandstands, ladies and gentlemen, one of the winningest drivers in off-road racing history. Probably the only driver in the world that has won on every continent in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, in the grandstands with us tonight, Kurt LeDuc. I probably rattled off some stats that may not be completely accurate, but I tell you right now, the guy has done it all, he has seen it all, and now he's handed that baton off to his sons, and they're doing one hell of a job in this industry. I'm not sure if, I know he's here to relax, kind of take in the moment, kind of hang out. If he's not at a racetrack someplace being a part of the race, he's at a racetrack somewhere just hanging out watching the race. So ladies and gentlemen, hopefully maybe we can get him to come up here and say a few words and kind of hang out with us for the next race or two, but it's such a huge, huge thing to have him at an event like this. So Kurt, thanks for taking time out of your weekend and being a part of the Great American Short Course. Well, points right now in our mod carts. Current leader right now is Talon Martin with 210. Dana Culver is 12 points back, and Cade Martin is 18 points back from there. So, very, very tight racing, the mod carts. And here they come out onto the course. Here's our lineup on the front row. Inside on the pole position, the 520 of Ashton Williams. Outside of him, the 511 of Talon Martin. Row 2 inside, the 501 of Dane Culver, and outside of him, the 507 of Cade Martin. Row 3 inside. Brody Martin, the 513, and G3 Argueros in the 563. Row 4 inside, Ryan Denny in the 560, and Drake Patetti in the 524. Row 5 inside, the 530 of Haley Berry, and the 595 of John Walls. And rounding up the field of 12 mod carts, the bad boys of kart racing, is Travis Jones, the 585 of Maverick Openshaw, and the 545. Now, Dave, you and I talk about this week in and week out, nearly every single day, both days on a race weekend. More times than not, this is the best race of the night.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. One of the most exciting power to weight ratio, Pro 2, with drivers that, boy, where they drive this thing almost as talented as some of these seasoned drivers.
I mean, these kids are so good, so fast, and I often wonder, you think Kurt would want his grandkids in these things?
They already were racing some karts they raced in Crandon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Little Dukes?
Yeah.
Really?
Todd's son was racing it. It was so cool.
Was it painted up like Monster Energy?
No.
Oh, no. Ford, was he driving? He's driving the Ford. The Blue Thunder truck now.
Just regular Duke racing or whatever everything was on it.
Coming out of that final corner, getting ready to take the green flag. Here they come. The bad boys of the